Hi y'all, it's Jamie of Color Flutter Creations and I am feeling cozy. Today's video we're going to be going from cozy to creative. I've got two Christmas card ideas and we're going to start with the adorable Mrs. Claus Kitchen card and then give a Snowman Pocket Tag a whole new purpose by transforming it into a different kind of greeting card. Beginning with Mrs. Claus Kitchen, I have all of the pieces already die cut, and I'm going to do some quick ink blending all around the edges of my die cut pieces. I really like to do this because it gives some extra depth and dimension, as you can see, especially with the hair of our Mrs. Claus. I'm just using some gray ink around that, but I still want to keep some of the white hair aspect, but I like adding in the gray, kind of brings in that, silver fun Mrs. Claus aspect that we think of. And then, of course, adding some extra details and depth with the browns on the cookies and the rolling pin, the red, which I used for the clothing for her, and of course the green around the green, what will be her apron. Now there's some other little pieces. This is her nose and mouth, and I decided to add in just some extra kind of coloring there. I added a little bit of the pink from my brush, as you can see on her, what is going to be her face. I know it's really light, but I did add a little bit of blush there and then added some tones around her body. I can then move on to putting everything together. Now, I'm moving pretty quickly through this because you already know how to use liquid adhesive and layer things up. And this die set comes together very easily. There are some deboss lines within each of the dies. So when you're layering, say, for example, the snowflake cookie, I can see exactly where I need to put that top layer snowflake, which makes it look like it's snowflake icing. And I say it every single time, but I really love the attention to detail that Pixie Dust Designs puts in all of their dies or projects. With this die set, there are, as you can see, a lot of small pieces. So I highly recommend you have a tool like my scrapbook.com Pro Pick tool. It has a wax tip on one side, which really helps to pick up some of those smaller pieces that, are really hard to layer on. Like, for instance, the little icing around the legs and the arms of the mouse. That is very helpful. When it comes to layering on the eyebrows, the mouth, the nose, those little pieces can be hard to see and pick up, at least for me. So having that tool really does help. And here she is. She is coming together. We even have little bits to layer on the hands, as you can see, kind of making, I don't know, things more dimensional and realistic. The little bow I put in her hair, you can technically put that onto the mouse and make it a, I don't know, girl mouse gingerbread cookie if you wanted. And these glasses out of metallic cardstock, just too cute for words. I add a flat back pearlized star to the top of my tree just to give it a little extra dimension. And then I can layer all of my cookies onto the tray. So I just kind of went randomly, figured out what kind of order I really wanted and what colors kind of layered on each other that I liked. I can then add in the little bits of, what my Mrs. Claus is going to be holding. Now, one cool thing with the apron die is it does have slits for the pockets so you can add things in. Now, I kind of messed up a little bit and had too much glue around that area to then be able to put what I want the rolling pin into her pocket. So I had to use my tweezers and kind of, expand that just a little bit. Then I realized, all right, this is too long. I need to cut it off, but I will keep that other piece because I can use it in my next project and put in her pocket. And I think that looks so cute, her holding the whisk, having the rolling pin in her pocket. I just add a little dot of glue to make sure that it stays in place. And then we have our Mrs. Claus all finished up, and she's adorable. I absolutely love her. I chose some very, very cool patterned Christmas cookie paper, and I'm gonna go ahead and layer everything onto that as my card panel. I don't know where I got this. I actually think Crafty Mama gave it to me with a whole bunch of other kind of Christmas papers, and so I just pulled it from my stash. I really like it though. It definitely fits this theme. It just was meant for this die set, so I am using it. I then can layer up my Mrs. Claus and my cookie tray. Now, I know I end up covering up a little more of the cookie, but we get the gist. I'm not covering up the mouse face. Everybody knows, and you can still see enough of that fun icing on the arm and the leg of that gingerbread mouse. I wanted to pop my Mrs. Claus up, so I added some foam adhesive to the back, and then I'm just going to place her onto my card panel. I finish off Mrs. Claus by putting a sentiment from my stash at the very top. I use a little bit of liquid adhesive on the back of the foam adhesive just to give me some wiggle room to make sure that my sentiment is as straight as I'm able to get it. And I love that cookie pattern paper. I really think that it makes a whole card cohesive, but still allows our Mrs. Claus and the Christmas cookies to really shine. For the second project, I'm using this Snowman Pocket Tag die set, which comes with everything you see. And I have my Altenew scoreboard out. So when you die cut out the main snowman piece, like as you can see here, it does have the deboss line so you know exactly where to put everything. Again, attention to detail, and I love it. But what I like to do, and I'm going to apologize for getting my head in the way, but I needed to see the lines. I like to line up the lines of the deboss lines, I guess, two lines on my scoreboard and kind of just reinforce the folds. Because I really need this to be folded and creased really good, I want to just have that extra, I don't know, ease of where I need to fold, and that way the fold stays exactly where it needs to be. And then I just, again, go over it with my bone folder to make sure it's creased really well. Using some liquid adhesive, I place this over the main tag piece, and I love the fact that it then becomes part of the actual hat of the snowman with that scallopy part of where the hole is, it being a kind of a pom-pom. Absolutely love it. I can layer on the eyes, which y'all know I love the pixie dust eyes because they make sparkles, double holes. It just makes happy eyes. They make happy, happy, joyful eyes, and I love that. I did pull out my black marker, which this one is a Tombow marker, but any black marker will do. And I just go around the edges of the eyes. I find that this really cleans it up, as well as if you don't put them on exactly right, you're covering any white that may be showing. I can then use liquid adhesive, and again, using kind of my Pro Pick tool to help me get some of the smaller elements. I can then put them all over my snowman tag piece. I think it's just so cute with that nose, the mouth. Really, really love it. There's this extra piece that, I don't know, you can just see the depth and dimension of the hat, and then, of course, the scarf. You even have the fun stick arms that, I don't know. I just love it. It's so cute. Such a cute snowman. And it's the tag. So put ribbon at the top, however you want, using pattern paper on the back. Even better. That way you don't have to cover anything. But I really wanted to step this up. So we're turning this tag into a card. I found this really cool vintagey feel pattern paper in my stash. I'm adding some vintage photo distress ink around the edges to kind of make it still cozy because I'm feeling cozy. And then my snowman, I kind of turn a little bit into a marshmallow snowman by adding a little toastiness to the bottom and around, of course, his hat at the top. And that's how I'm going to kind of layer it on. So using liquid adhesive, I still have the tag element on the front. So it's still interactive, which I love, but it's really still as a card element that you can write a sentiment on the inside and still have that fun gift tag, gifting component, on the front of the card. I decided to layer this up with another pattern paper, kind of bringing in a little bit of red, which there is a little bit on the pattern paper with the snowman. There's a little bird. a little pom-pom I can't get away from the dimension, and then a sentiment from my stash that fit. I cut it down a little bit to fit perfectly across the snowman tag. I add a little bit of glitter using a glitter brush marker, and then I decided to pull out my black pops of color and add that to the little buttons, just again to add some little bit of depth and dimension. And that completes our snowman card. I love this. Use the Pixie Dust Designs Snowman Pocket Tag, and look how cute that is. You can just slip the gift card or money or an extra kind note, whatever you want. You can slip that into that pocket, and then of course I'm going to put this on a card base and make it a card. What do you think? Do you like this one best? Or do you like our Mrs. Claus baking? Let's not forget about her. She was our first project that we did in this video. I think this is so cute, especially if you have that baking friend or family member who loves to bake and make Christmas cookies. This would be a perfect card for them. I love both of these projects and I think they are so sweet. This Mrs. Claus baking one uses the Mrs. Claus Kitchen die by Pixie Dust Design. Tell me in the comments which project you liked best. Did this make you feel warm and cozy as I was feeling going into this project? I sure hope so. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of when more crafty fun is to be had. I will catch you on the next video. Thanks so much again for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for supporting me by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.